Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first annual Steven Anderson Nickname Championship. That's right, tonight we gather for a noble and sacred purpose, determining what the internet should officially call a man who has accumulated more titles than a medieval king and more memes than a cat on Reddit. Now the rules are simple. A good nickname must satisfy at least one of three sacred commuter commandments: wordplay, imagery, or lore. If it has none of those, it's not a nickname. It's just a confused noise. Someone typed while eating cereal. And remember, we judge with fairness, compassion, and absolutely no mercy. First contestant stepping into the arena, basement dweller. Now this one lands because it destroys the entire epic narrative in 2 words. You've got this booming persona. I am the man of God! Authority! Patriarch! And then the nickname goes, yeah, okay, but the Wi-Fi router is humming next to you and the water heater is louder than your sermon. The image is perfect. Somewhere in the house, the family is sleeping upstairs and the man of God is downstairs posting memes at 2 a.m. like a raccoon that found a keyboard. It's a brutal collapse of the brand. Strong start. Next entry, Slanderson. Oh, this one is art. This is what happens when wordplay reaches its final form because the joke was already hiding in the name. Someone just turned the dial 1 notch and suddenly the name reads like a Shakespeare villain. Lord Slanderson, Duke of Accusations. It's elegant, efficient, almost poetic. The best part is that it works in conversation. You can imagine someone casually saying, "Did you see what Slanderson posted today?" That's the gold standard for nicknames. If it sounds like something a normal human might say while pouring coffee. Then we had Crazy Steve. Now Crazy Steve is what I call a blue-collar nickname. No poetry, no subtlety, just a label slapped on like a bumper sticker. It's the Toyota Corolla of nicknames. Reliable, gets the job done. Not fancy, but if someone says Crazy Steve said something again, you already know exactly what the situation is. Sometimes comedy doesn't need sophistication. Sometimes it just needs a blunt instrument. Now we move into the deep lore category with Dirty Steve. This one is for insiders. If you know the saga of Dirty Donnie, the legendary meme channel mocking NIFB drama for years, then Dirty Steve is a 10 out of 10 for outsiders. It's like a 3.5 because they're sitting there going, why is he dirty? But for the people who know the lore, it's not a nickname, it's a cinematic universe. You say Dirty Steve and suddenly years of internet drama flash before your eyes like the Avengers assembling. Next contestant, man of contradictions. I didn't laugh at first either, but the more you say it, the funnier it gets, because it sounds like a title people would use casually in a house somewhere. Did you watch the Man of Contradictions last night? Yeah. What did he say this time? It has that sitcom energy where the family refers to a recurring character like he's a television program. We also had Captain Victimhood from the Tantrum of Tempe, which is less a nickname and more a medieval war title. It sounds like a guy leading an army of wounded feelings into battle, dramatic, theatrical, but perhaps a little long unless you're narrating a fantasy novel. And finally, there was Bitter Ex-Girlfriend. This one reframes everything as relationship drama. Suddenly the sermons don't sound like theology anymore. They sound like someone complaining about their ex at brunch. Did you hear what the bitter ex said tonight? And that shift in perspective is where the comedy lives. Now after reviewing the entries, the judges have reached a decision. In third place, representing deep community lore and long-running meme history, we award the bronze medal to Dirty Steve. In second place, destroying the mighty patriarch image with 2 devastating words, the silver medal goes to basement dweller. And in first place, the undisputed champion of wordplay, the nickname so perfect it feels like it was hiding in the name all along. The gold medal goes to Slanderson. And the final lesson from tonight's championship is simple. If you spend your life accusing everyone else of slander, Eventually, the internet will make it your last name.
The gold medal goes to Slanderson.